Hi friends and fellow earth angels, it's Gladys and welcome back to our weekly card reading. And this spread will cover December 9th to December 15th. And I'm being inspired by this season to include Jesus's loving words oracle card deck, as well as Mother Mary's card deck. Mother Mary and Jesus have really been coming up more so in my readings lately. 'Tis the season. So I just think for the next few weeks, I'm going to include this sacred energy. I also got the butterfly oracle angel cards and the crystal angel cards, which I had last week in my reading. So let's start. Let's begin with an archangel of the month. Of the week. I'm going to invite in all our guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, any beings of light who want to assist, especially God, source, creator. And I'm going to ask that the messages we receive this week be for our best and highest good and the best and highest good of all concerned. All right, so our angel this week is Archangel Zadkiel, angel of compassion. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. We are coming upon the winter solstice in this energy. I believe it's the 12th with a full culmination on the 21st. So I feel like the universe is saying we're in that final purge, friends. That last shift of our past coming up to be released and cleared so that we can move forward easily and effortlessly. And Zadkiel is also the angel of like teaching and learning. So I feel like so many of us have learned so much this year. We can't not but teach it and share it as we move forward in life. So, understand that, compassion is powerful. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. If you're being hard and judgmental on yourself, this is a sign that's saying, hey, it's all good. We're all moving in the right direction. I just posted my monthly newsletter, and one of the things that I was guided to say is that we've really learned everything we're supposed to learn this year. We're in a space where I think it's time to just make peace with ourselves, make peace with the place, accept where we are right now, and know that we can move forward easily and effortlessly. So it's a good time to take a time out and really enjoy what the season has to offer. So the next card I pulled is Angel Light. Hello. These cards are so beautiful. Spiritual or religious community. Join with like-minded people for friendship and increased spiritual growth. So I know so many of my clients, friends, family members have really seen the light this year with what feels good and what doesn't, with people, ideas, and experiences that they're having. So I feel like this card is saying that we're gravitating more towards our people. We're gravitating more towards people who have compassion, who are like-minded, and moving into that space of really what feels good. These are powerful times for us. I talk so often about soul groups and how the soul groups and the dynamics are shifting for so many people. So this is really just validation that, the universe is saying keep moving towards those like-minded people, those feel-good energies. I think it's beautiful. I've had a few people message me this week, and they bought a few new decks that they themselves are being inspired by these readings to do readings for themselves, which is such a beautiful gift. I think it's such a beautiful way to be able to share this divine guidance and share this light, but also empower others to do the same for themselves. And again, this is part of what I'm doing when I do these readings, is creating this spiritual community, this band of earth angels. So if you're feeling alone, like if you've separated from, those old soul groups or old ways of doing things, that you're now able to connect with like-minded people and be inspired to invoke those gifts and those talents and those natural abilities that you have within yourself. So let's pull a butterfly oracle card. There's so much transformation happening, so I think these cards are perfect for. So we have windfall. So I actually pulled this card personally for myself a couple days ago. And windfall means that we're on the verge of abundance. We're on the verge of receiving abundance, happiness, and joy, like a windfall of energy. So when you're in meditation this week, imagine that waterfall of love and happiness and peace and joy and community and a network of bliss just coming down towards you. It's so powerful. We all know through the law of attraction that it is extra powerful through our thoughts and our feelings. So I feel like this is empowering you to know that you're at the cusp of that windfall. It's about to shift and change for you. And you really have to believe, because this is the point we're in the last mile of the marathon. And, we've come so far, and now is just about the time that, we start to kind of fall apart and saying, God, I don't know if I can take another thing. So this is the windfall reminder that it's coming to you. And look at these butterfly wings. They're opening up and they're spreading and being in this joyful place. So let's see what Jesus' message is for us this week. Jesus to me is this amazing brother energy. He really does embody the ultimate peace. Jesus doesn't really say a lot of things to me. His presence is really enough. I do call on him, in those times of sorrow and despair. And I think he's just this beautiful magnetic light that can really bring in the peace and the comfort into your life. So let's see what his message is for us this week. He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than me shall he do, because I go unto my Father. I feel like this card is saying, learn from Jesus and do better. I feel like a great teacher shares all the knowledge and wisdom that they've accumulated, and they establish a baseline above where they began. And then they share that knowledge and wisdom, and the hope and the pray is that their students go out and do better. And I feel like this is what Jesus is saying. He's saying that I've shared so much with you, that I've offered a path for you, and I want you to take that and go and do better. I want you to take what you know from me, the knowledge and wisdom that I've shared, and expand on that. And it's so often that I call on Jesus when, I'm doing my work. A few weeks ago, I had done a group reading. There was about 25 people, and I read everybody in that group. I typically like to do groups where everybody will leave with a reading and a blessing. And so this group, I read 25 people in 3 hours. It was insane. And it was incredibly powerful and beautiful and healing and all those things. But I remember leaving and getting in the car, driving away, putting my hand on my head, like my brain felt like it was on fire. And it was awesome. It was an awesome feeling. But my first thought was, I looked up and said, Jesus, how did you do it? How did you teach and share all your information with all those people who were pulling and wanting more knowledge and wisdom? And Jesus's message back to me was, that's why I went on my sabbaticals. That's why I took that time in the desert, and that's when I would go away and find my peace and regroup and recharge. And so I kind of laughed. I'm like, I get it, Jesus. You needed timeouts too. So I feel like this is a message too that's coming up and saying, that, you've been teaching so much, you've been sharing, you've been compassionate, you've been moving towards new groups, you've been making those adjustments in your own life, and you're on this verge of this windfall. And Jesus is saying, take my knowledge and wisdom, but also go within yourself. And this is that balance that we need. It's like share with others, but also take in and receive yourself. So give yourself those moments of prayer and a sabbatical and a break when you need it. I feel like that's what this time is. Taking a few weeks to just take a time out and enjoy the season. I'm loving driving around and looking at the lights. I'm loving the space of enjoying other people's joy. I've been doing group readings for families. And my favorite thing is to be able to go into somebody's home and share messages from spirit from their loved ones in a family setting. It really does. It's such a healing way to find peace in the season. So let's finish with Mother Mary's message, and her message is health. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. So this is a message, friends, to know that spirit and the divine is hearing you. They're hearing your prayers for miracles and healing in all aspects, whether it's in finances, relationships, with family and friends. Your prayers are being heard and answered. So this would be a good time to take a step back, go within yourself, and ask the universe to show you those moments of joy in others, and just maybe be more aware and paying attention to what's happening around you, those joyful moments. And if it's hard to see, maybe going within yourself. So often I go up to Creator and I ask God to download and send me unconditional love and healing, and show me that peace, and bless me with that bliss, that joy that they feel up in the spirit world. I feel like I want to pull one more card. Let me pull from the butterfly deck. I feel like I want to pull one more card to validate, expand on. All right, Spirit. We are all transforming. We are, as I mentioned in my newsletter vlog video, that we are coming out of that chrysalis. So I think the butterfly deck is a good deck to pull one final message from. Okay. Hobbies. So basically, I feel like this card is saying, what are your hobbies? What are those things that you like to do? What are those things that you can embark on or embrace? What are those things that you've gotten away from because you've been so let's say working, so to speak, at transformation? Maybe it's picking up something you haven't done in a while. Maybe it's getting back to the coloring book, the meditation. Maybe it's getting back to cooking. Maybe it's getting back to getting out with friends, things that bring you joy. Such powerful messages. I also want to include in my angel this week. So this beautiful angel came to me from a client who went on a trip of a lifetime. She visited Glastonbury, and then she hopped on over to Greece and visited Santorini. And then she went over to Jordan, and this is where she got this beautiful angel from Jordan. So, the gift of religious artifacts and things that come from other countries just really warm my heart. So I wanted to include this beautiful angel in our reading and just kind of share. It really is a blessed season. It is a sacred time. So I encourage you maybe for this week to be mindful of the blessings and see the beauty of the season. See how people are giving and sharing and receiving. I was able to receive this gift this week, and I was at a group reading last night, and the host gifted all of us with a blessing bowl, and it was a gorgeous teacup and saucer, and in it were these beads, and the intention was to dump the beads around the plate and put the cup in the middle. And then before you leave in the morning, you just count your blessings. So you say what your blessings are, or what you're grateful for in that moment, and you put the beads in, and then you go off and leave your day. And then when you come back home, you add more blessings into the bowl. And at the end of the day, the thought is that you reflect upon the blessings that you've had throughout that day. And you'll find yourself even more so looking for those blessings and being in an attitude of gratitude throughout the day. So sometimes, this stuff is out of sight, out of mind. So being able to have things like that and putting it out and being able to remind yourself of the blessings. It's so easy to get sucked into the have-tos and the shoulds and the responsibilities and what's happening and what's not happening and where am I going and where am I not going, that we can get overwhelmed really easy. Sensitivity has been a theme these last couple weeks, and I feel like this is a great way to shift out of that space and really acknowledge the blessings of the season. So I thank you for listening. I am so much enjoying your comments, and it is such a beautiful thing to be able to let this be like a ripple effect, So as I share these messages, it's so encouraging to know that you're being inspired as well, and you're spreading the love, and that's my hope. That's my prayer, is that this beautiful energy radiates out and ripples, and then when I feel good, the people around me feel good, and when the people around them feel good, when they feel good, the people around them feel good. And when they feel good, the people around them feel good. So love really starts right here within my own heart, and then that radiates out. So I still have appointments for the season. If you're feeling challenged, or you feel like you need a boost, or you need to know what's going on for next year personally, you can book appointment online anytime at GladysEllen.com. And I'm going to end this session by sending you love with heavenly hugs. Bye for now.